Hey everybody, we are here to continue on the Valheim journey with the game that I'm playing. It's a no death, no maps, no portals, hard combat mode. I have turned the resource thing up a little bit just to save a little bit of time because I don't feel like sitting here and farming and mining for hours on end. So this is the second episode, so to speak. And in the first one, we essentially got dropped off, kind of created a little hut, gathered some resources. I don't even know if we've upgraded the workbench to level 2 yet or anything. I don't really remember. It's been a few days, but we're going to continue on. And the one thing that I do remember is that I have not seen water yet. So I'm really hoping that I can find some water pretty quickly. I want to build a more permanent base, and I hope that I haven't forgotten where the summoning circle is. I think I made this place pretty close to it, so that shouldn't be a problem. But I do want to find a location that's hopefully meadows, near, really on the ocean, and probably close to a black forest. This would be my ideal. So let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. One thing I like about playing solo is you can pause the game, not something that you can do normally. Alright, so it must be morning. Let's see. Axe Club. I've got some stuff. I don't need to carry all of this. I wish we were a little bit lighter in here. I've got some resin. Let me go ahead and make a couple torches. Did I put that outside? Oh, that's not a bad idea anyway. Alright. Get rid of all the stuff that I had in there already. And now that I have some boar meat, I can actually... I have no wood apparently though. Did I put all the wood away? Do I have any wood? I did. Okay. Grab a stack. And look at that. Run skill of 12. Now if you actually do this right, you can get like 5 of these across the top of it. I'm going for 4. I think that should be plenty for me. I'm not going to do this 9 month yet. Wait, 2. I thought I had 9, which means there's 1 missing. Nope. There it is. Alright. Now, if you're not familiar with Valheim, if you let the stuff sit on the fire too long, it turns to coal. Sometimes you want that, but most of the time, certainly not at the beginning of the game, you do not. Now, we talked in the last episode about the difference between stamina food and health food. And so this cooked boar meat is really my first... I can't get it. Afraid it was going to turn to coal. Alright, so now I got 8 boar meat on me. You can see the health is 30, stamina 10. So now I've got a couple stamina foods and a health food. I don't need all of this. I got my arrows. I think what I was shooting for next was, because I don't have any deer skins yet, so I can make this chopping block, but I needed 10 flint, and I only have 8, I think is what I saw in here, right? Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to first of all, and we kind of did this, we spent a lot of time, I think, really going this way. So maybe this time what we'll do, and I swear that I'm hearing like seabirds. I can see those trees over there. Well, I'm just going to pick a direction and go. Alright. Oh, so I'm running out of food. I'm going to take 1 of each. Alright, and now what this is going to do is I'm always going to have this kind of pointing in the general direction of the house, assuming I'm always running in the opposite direction. I'm gonna keep... Okay, here are deer. There's a grayling. Don't really care about them. Oops. I'm terrible. So my primary weapon in this game is going to be... I don't have any rocks on me in case I need to build a fire. My primary method in this game, or weapon, is going to be the bow. Oh crap, they hurt me. Okay, I got one. Alright, now that we talked last time about when you get a new material, you're going to hear a lot of, you're going to get a bunch of things pop up for new things that you can actually build. And so you saw a tanning rack pop up. That's another thing that can give me levels in my workbench. Alright, I hear the deer. Oh, there's a boar. At the beginning of the game, you simply cannot have enough. I missed him. Oh, I think I missed him. Problem is, it's been a while since I've used the crude bow. You know, different bows are, of course, going to have different... do less damage, you get a lot more drop to it, stuff like that. And so I'm not quite used to using that still. Like, did I really get turned around that much? Is this really the way back to my base? Yeah, I think it is. See, this is why... Yeah, there's a summoning circle. There's my little house. Alright. This is why I do that, because I got like turned around by 90 degrees there. I never would have found my base again if I didn't have my little notation system. And I've been playing this game before where you get pretty darn lost, and it can actually be a lot of fun. You're stuck in the trees or something? I gotta get some more deer meat. Actually, it's really the hide that I need more. I'm doing a zigzag run there. Ah, I just got him. Yeah, I think I missed him. Alright, the thing that I'm really trying to do, like I said, is figure out if there's water anywhere. There's a gully over here, it looks like. Big hill. No, not what I thought. Opening down here, another boar. This is kind of a boar-heavy little forest. That was an absolutely terrible shot. So what I was saying before, I'm going to make the bow my primary weapon because when you don't want to die, as long as you can fight people from far away, then you're less likely to die. Whereas if you're doing melee, you're absolutely probably going to die at some point. So as I keep using the bow, I'm going to be getting my bow skills up. But I do want to have some skills in some of the other weapons like the club. Just in case I get into a situation where I need it. Which will likely happen at some point. Alright, I feel like if I were going to be getting close to water, I should have done it sometime faster than this. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Let me just confirm. Alright, so that's the way back. Roughly. I think I've been running at a weird diagonal, so hopefully I don't get too lost. That way. There's a little house. Oh, hey, back here, summoning. Nice. I actually wasn't looking for that, but I needed to know where this was. This is where I mentioned in the last time. You get the deer head trophies. You gotta put like 4 or 5, 6 of them something down here, and then you can summon the big boss, and that's how you get some good stuff. What you get is the ability to mine copper and tin ore. Yeah. He's aggro, but he doesn't even seem to know. Oh, berries. Get the club out. Did a little bit of damage. Not too bad. The reason I want to go over to this little structure is in the meadows, sometimes you have these bees. And you make honey from those, and those are a good stamina food, and you have a lot of purposes when you get to the point where you're making potions. There will not be bees here, though. If they were here, I would hear them buzzing. They are not. However, there's some flinthead arrows and amber. Amber is basically a... I mean, you know what amber probably is, but in this game, it's just it's a thing that's worth a lot of money, so that when you find a trader, you can turn it in and you get like, I don't know, 20 gold pieces or something. This is pretty fat raspberry spot. Oh jeez, just ran these guys over. Ah well. Like I said, my bow hunting skills are not very good. I need to probably be a little quieter as I'm walking around through the forest. Is this kind of... Well, I tell you, it feels like that directional thing changes. I keep getting turned around. I'm going to have to be a little careful as I head back. But I keep an eye out for anything that might remind me of my base. Here's another meadow. I don't think this is not the one I just came through. Ooh, hey, jeez. Boar right in front of me. I didn't even notice him. They should turn around and come back at me. I'm terrible. Right. Oh, hey, he's still alive. Alright. I'm going to be drowning in berries soon because I have that thing turned up, yeah. Got almost 100 berries on me. I don't think it's almost 100 berries. I think I have 100 berries on me. And there's some more over here. You almost can never have enough berries, though. There are some potions that you're going to make later that involve a lot of berries. Well, some potions, not necessarily potions. Some foods. And I keep hearing the deer. But more importantly, I thought so. I thought I heard a neck, which means I heard water. And since there's a river, there's a good chance a neck is like a little lizard thing. Oh, and there's going to be some flint on the river too. I don't see the neck, but I have every confidence he's around. Okay. A few extra flint. Now, I didn't get to a river before, which means I've probably completely taken a weird turn and gotten lost. But now I'm also hearing... I thought I heard those seabirds before. So I think maybe I am that way, my base. But this is looking like it might be ocean. star. I'm not gonna... He gives extra stuff, but I might not kill him. I may want to try and keep him for farming, but... Nah. I also mentioned in the last time, you want to always be rested. Which I no longer am. But you might remember earlier, I made the point... Oh, so I got my first deer trophy. Alright, so this does seem ocean-y. Yeah. That's looking like the ocean. I heard some more necks. If you haven't seen a neck, there should be some around here. Another one. I remember this. Sometimes you build boar farms, you can train them, tame them, and then after you've tamed them, they'll breed. And when you kill them, after they've bred a bunch, they give you, if they're starved, they give you increased amounts of scraps, you know, boar skin scraps, old pig skin, make some footballs or whatnot, and also meat, right? And there's a lot of things that you're going to want to do later that involve a lot of scraps. So I'm not rested. I have the feeling remember when I was at the base I said I thought I heard seabirds? Now that I was up at the top of the hill, so I might have just chosen the wrong direction. This feels like it could be my hill. It is getting a little dark, and not like that's the end of the world necessarily, but you don't really necessarily want to be out in the dark at nighttime. And I can build some, you know, temporary shelters or whatever. I'm going to grab this resin. I said it's good for anything related to torches, fires, fire arrows, which I'll be able to build in just a few minutes if I can find my way back. This is not my hut, but I think this might be a hut that I found earlier. It is. And if I remember correctly, I was actually this direction from that hut. At what point do I say I'm going to have to start building my own little structure? Or I might say, oh, yeah, it's looking like it. All right, we made it back. All right, that's an achievement in and of itself. And I think the water was that way. When I saw those trees over there before, I was kind of thinking that meant it wasn't that way, but I can still hear the birds. All right, so let's go in here, and I'm going to do a couple things. I think out here on the back side of the wall, I'm going to build the tanning rack first, for no real reason. And so the tanning rack takes 15, this takes 10. I have none on me. Wait. This takes 10. I was just around a bunch of it. I thought I had a ton, and I didn't. Dang it. So I can't make the level 3. I'm going to have to go back and get some more flint. But now that we know where the water is, or we think we do, that'll be a lot easier. Now, in the meantime, what I can make, so clothing-wise, I only have a rag tunic. So my armor is 1. I'm going to make some leather, which uses 6 deer hides, leather pants. 6, I only have 10 on me, so I can only make one of those things, but it's better than nothing. And I just want to confirm that nothing else I wanted to build here involved that deer skin. Other than the deer hide rug. Oh, this will actually work out perfectly. I have 10. So I'm going to build, let's see, I had a tunic, so I want leather pants. I think both of those are worth 2 armor. Yeah, that's correct. 2 leather pants, or 1 leather pant. So my armor will go up to a whopping 3. I have 4 deer hide left over. And we talked before about resting and comforts that give you resting level. I'm at comfort level 4 right now. And so what I'm going to do is, with my hammer, I'm going to build a deerskin rug in the house. And the comfort level is going to jump up to 5. So now I get an extra minute of time before I lose my rested bonus. Which may not sound like much, but it's kind of a big deal. Okay, I'm going to cook the deer meat now. So I got to put this away. I'm going to take the feathers out and some wood and some resin. Make room for these guys and cook all of the deer. Am I encumbered? I'll go away quickly. I have 8. So now at the workbench, I can now make fire arrows, which takes feathers, resin, and wood. The limiting factor for me on this is going to be the feathers. So I just heard that meat going. I don't have to turn the coal. So I'm trying to take off the stuff I cooked already and put new stuff on. I should have 8 on me. I do. Good. And I was still able to make another set of some fire arrows. I don't need to carry all of those around. But what I really do need is another chest. Yep. Okay, I'm out of cookable items, which means I'm almost done with the deer meat. I had 20, 18, 17, yeah, something like that. And so I'm going to grab this deer meat, and now I'm going to grab some boar meat and start cooking that too. Now I'm going to make another chest. I'll stack it on top of that one. And I actually don't need to keep that middle thing, because that'll just float on the wall. Making sure that there's nothing that's already cooked on there. I don't want to... Right, 15. Makes it feel like I didn't miss one. Oh no, I already had some on there. Okay. I don't need to keep these around. These around. Scraps. These things I don't need. And it probably looks pretty bad when I set myself on fire like that, but it's not actually a very big deal. I've got a lot of meat, a lot of mushrooms, a lot of berries, a lot of arrows, amber. I don't need the amber. I probably don't need the flint head arrows yet. I don't know that I'll ever really need the flint head arrows. So I've done all the meat. I don't need to carry all of that around with me because it just takes up slots. Same with these. And weight. The berries aren't so much on weight, but if you're out long enough, the 10 berries is, well, let's say 15. They don't weigh a lot. And maybe we'll keep 15 of these. in yield inventory. Oh, she's got 18 here as well. 15. Yeah, let's make it around 25 for each. You never know when you're gonna get lost, as you could tell from me not long ago. All right. Now this stuff weighs a little bit more. And it also, I think, lasts a little bit longer. Like, these last 10 minutes, these last 15, this lasts 20. The deer meat lasts 20. Alright. So now I need 2 more flint. I need to finish cooking that up. It's probably dark outside already. I should probably close that, so no baddies come wandering into my house while I'm not ready. A few more deer and I'll be able to make some helmets and upgrade this rag to a better one, a leather one. Admittedly, sometimes when you have these things jammed together like this, it can be a little difficult to get them off. I clearly don't want to beat up my stuff. Come on, man. There we go. Ooh. Now, I said the thing about fire earlier, but that's assuming you got some food in you, which I didn't. So I should probably be more careful about that. I'd hate to go through all this and then die on something stupid like I set myself on fire. 10 of these, 10 of these. Probably 20 of these. Is that in the other chest? Alright. Probably even need maybe a third chest. Needs a strong word there. Alright, just got some of the basic supplies. I can repair my stuff. And now we're good to go for the next day. We'll get rested. We've got food. We've got arrows. We've got I don't know how many regular arrows I have. I don't necessarily need the fire ones, but we're going to be kind of inundated with boars and I don't care about boars. Is this the way? Yeah, I think so. We're going to be inundated with gray dwarfs and all these things that make resin. It's the birds that I'm actually the most concerned about for making lots of arrows. Got to get 2 more flint as my main objective. We've made the deerskin rug. We've got all the house pieces. Once we get the chopping block, we may have some new things open up for us because we'll have a level 3 workbench. I don't care about a raft yet. We haven't run into Black Forest, so maybe I'll change my mind on that. Building. The way home is this way. Okay. And now let's start going this way. And this, I believe, should take us the general direction of the water. Yeah, look at this. We were so close all that time. Oh, there's the next that I was talking about. Now we've got all the flint that we need. Get a little bit more, because things like the stone axe, we can make flint axes. I can make a flint knife, I think. There's some flint stuff you can make, so let's gather a little bit more flint while we're down here. Let's see if there's the next. I see the little bodies moving through the water. Although right now, when they're in the water, there's no sense shooting with a fire arrow. I missed them, but I clearly ticked them off. Yeah. Not important. What's important is flint. Not exactly sure how much I'll need, but... Where'd he go? There he is. How nice, he died right next to some flint for us. This is where we were before. Oh. Now, something else I didn't really talk about before. Like I said, I'm probably going to try to avoid getting in hand-to-hand combat, but it's going to be inevitable. And when that does happen, I want to have my blocking skill up. And there's each weapon, each armor piece, like shields and things, have different blocking, capability. Obviously, like shields are going to be better for blocking things than weapons are. Some shields are better than others, and so forth. So what I need is to get my blocking skill up. Because no matter what you're using, your blocking skill is very important. And I'm going to need a bunch of block to be able to do that. Now, I could try to swim across there, but that'd probably be a bad idea. You can swim in this game, but it's real easy to lose your stamina, and then all of a sudden you start dying in really funny ways. Although you don't think it's funny, you get really upset. Alright, so I saw a little house over here. Still kind of interested in whether or not we can get bees, but I feel like I'm close enough now that I should be hearing the bees if there were any in there. No bee. But there's a chest, so I can take feathers. Coins, I can make coin piles and coin stack, but I don't have near enough to do that. The time you start really getting large amounts of coins is when I've got way too much flint by now, by the way. It's when trolls start raiding you. Trolls, when they die, I've got so many berries. I'm gonna regret it later not getting them. I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have got those berries when I could. Let's light you up, little buddy. Oh. Alright. Resin, boar meat, scraps, all good stuff. I think I'm generally heading in the right direction. Now, something I could also do, it is possible, and since I'm playing a difficult level, I would consider it, but it's kind of cheesy. You can get these birch trees down without having the right kind of weapon. You're supposed to have at least a bronze axe. And then you can cut that down and make some pretty cool things. Fine wood bow, some furniture comforts, things like that. I was really heading in the wrong direction there. But it's hard not to when I keep getting distracted by great stuff like mushrooms. Holy cow, that's a lot of boars. I have every confidence I could beat them pretty easily. I'm starting to get a little concerned about... Oh, there's a bunch more there too. About my location. Okay, so from up here, I can start having some fun. Now, I'm not picking things up, which means I am at max capacity. Get rid of some of those rocks. And then, like, split them. Good enough. Ooh, a 1-star. Get some extra loot out of him. Oh, hey. Didn't even see that no star there. You're lucky. Alright, let me get rid of you, because I just don't have to wait for that. Rocks are easy enough. Now this is basically saying that it's this way. But I'm wondering... I might have to go back to the water, find that little river, and then go back. There's the summoning circle. Alright. Yep, I thought I might have been off to the side a little bit. So when you're blocking, you level up by blocking stuff, which I know sounds like an obvious statement, but the reason I'm saying it is when you block, it doesn't matter if you're blocking like a boar or a neck or like the biggest creature in the game. It counts as one block. So what you want to do is grab a shield and then just start holding it up and blocking all these little things that are going to be doing no damage to you. And just, if you have a little bit of patience, you know, a little bit of time, you can actually level up pretty quickly. And some guys that have done these no-death runs will get their blocking skills super high before they ever even like leave the meadow area. Which I totally get. Alright, so let's see what we have here. I'll get rid of as many things as I can that I have already. I have enough to make a chopping block. So I'm going to do that now and see what else it starts talking about. And I hate this thing right here. I hate this. Alright, now. Chopping block. Alright, see those little lines going between that thing and the workbench? So now you can see it's a workbench level 3. And now with the workbench level 3, I can start making some better stuff. Alright. The leather helmet, you know, I could do, but that started at level 2. And you only need 6 for that. I'm going to do that. Put it on. So now I should have 5, yeah, 2, 2, 1. And I also have the ability to make a deer hide cape, which takes these other, I only have 2. So if I can get a couple more, I have the bones, I think. I can make a deer hide cape as well. Alright. What else do I want to make or upgrade? The club. I think I need that bone fragments to up the club. Any other weapon I'd rather have? The flint knife. 5 slash and 5 pierce. The club does 12 blunt. Now the knife's cool because you can do these cool dives and things. I'm going to stick with the club. So I'm going to grab those bones, upgrade the club. Alright. We can also upgrade a lot of things in here, but a flint axe, I would rather have that than a stone axe. And when I look at the upgrades, the flint axe, I need some scraps for. We have scraps in here. I can upgrade my flint axe and my crude bow. That's huge. So I need another deer hide for that. I don't need that for the flint axe. I mean, mostly I just need a lot of little things. But I'm not going to waste 5 on the rag tunic, because I plan on having a leather tunic real soon. So I'll do a little more cooking. Set myself on fire, which is pretty par for the course for me. Anybody who's played with me knows that's very par for the course for me. I need to organize these chests a little better too. In un momento. Actually, I can't interact with it that way. Okay. And you can cook the necktails also. They're not super great, but it's not bad to have them around when you're needing to have a little bit of energy in you, choring, building houses, cooking food. You want to have something inside you in case you set yourself on fire and you don't want to die. Alright, not much more to go. Just a little bit of deer meat. A few more rounds of that and we're good. I hope everybody's doing okay today. Yeah, like I said, set myself on fire. I think I put all of my mushrooms away by accident. Or berries. Almost finished cooking. Alright, So this top chest I'm going to deem my food chest. Alright, so I've got my berries, got my shrooms, got my meats. Now this chest is going to be animal parts. Well, I guess I have some more food down there. That's kind of an overflow, huh? Well, I'm just going to keep that on me, I guess. But the boar head, the scraps, the deer, I'm low on feathers. And down here is going to be stuff like that. A little bit of rock. There's some upgrades I could do if I had rock. I don't want to upgrade the stone axe. I do want to upgrade the hammer. And the hoe. Down at the bottom here, I'm going to put the axe in, so I'm not going to use that hopefully ever again. The booty. And the resin. And these arrows. I'll keep the rocks and that food. Now I'm going to keep a stack of mushrooms. Actually, mushrooms are what, health 15, stamina 15. Maybe I'll do, I've got so much boar meat. Let's get rid of these first so I don't get rid of the good stuff. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is try and figure out where I want to build my base. I'm not just going to put it right on the water, but it'll be pretty close. But I think I'm going to call it here. So we found the water, we've got our place getting a little bit more beefed up. I don't think there's really much more we're going to be able to do from a crafting standpoint until we beat Eikthyr and get us the pickaxe so we can start mining some metals. So I think with that, I'm going to save, and we are done. Thanks everybody for watching. Appreciate your time as always. Have a great day.